Testing 1, 2, 3. Hi, I'm Gene Tognetti, and in the next few minutes I'll be providing some thoughts about the use of multimedia to augment and deepen student learning. First, let's define multimedia. As noted in the Roblier and Doring text, it simply means a combination of media, so that can include photographs, graphics, sound, motion, video, animation, or text, combined into a product to communicate information in multiple ways. To me, this holds true for both student and teacher, and it is really focused on deepening the content learning by delivery of information, facts, concepts, conclusions, and connections. It's not tech for tech's sake. As noted in the Florida Center for Instructional Technology reference site we were given, there are several good reasons to use multimedia in the classroom. A few that stood out to me are challenges of communicating to different audiences, and students learning how to do that, how to present information in compelling ways, and techniques to synthesize and analyze complex content. Beyond helping students gain content knowledge, it's an opportunity for them to practice communication, critical thinking, particularly organizing and expressing their thoughts, the expression of ideas creatively, and very often collaboration skills. These are very important capabilities we want students to grow as they progress through both their educational and professional lives. The FCIT article also pointed out some constraints, and they certainly are still true. The constraints include access to the technology resources at school or at home, the tech skills that are required for both teacher and student, and the amount of time required to produce engaging material. Those are all considerations. I'm sure I'm not the first person to come up with the idea that using multimedia is a good idea because it connects to a fundamental part of many students' lives, technology. Again, as noted in Roblier and Doring, our students are digital natives. They have grown up and generally are very used to technology as a normal part of their lives. They use cell phones, laptops, desktops, tablets, and so on, usually to get to the internet, to then connect to friends and family on an almost infinite variety of topics, ranging from entertainment, to sports, to school, to their faith, and so on. The practical reality is that students are already using tech, so why not try to meet them on their own turf? Plus, let's face it, to students, engaging with a well-done multimedia product is often a little bit more interesting than slogging through another 45-minute lecture. The Effective-Based Video Lessons article provided from PBS Learning Media frames the use of video in three important ways. These concepts, to me, extend to multimedia in education overall, and are some good best practices worth following. The article describes three good reasons to use video in the classroom, which are to introduce a new topic, to provide an additional learning experience to reinforce current lessons, and finally to assess the extent to which your students have mastered the material. I think this is an important point. All three apply to the teacher delivering video or multimedia in general, and the last two, reinforcement of learning and assessing mastery, are golden opportunities for students to use multimedia to augment their learning as well. When a teacher is evaluating how a new unit is to be structured, they should include the use of multimedia to support any of the three phases: introducing learning, reinforcing, or assessment. I think one of the most compelling reasons for students to create multimedia-based work is that it can be shared with others. A good friend of mine named Rushton Hurley many years ago said that when students produce work that's for the teacher, they want to make it good enough. When they're producing material that shows their knowledge for others, classmates, parents, family, the world, they want to make it good. I think that says it all. Opening up the audience for students' work is a fantastic motivator. I know myself, in projects just like this, when it's going to be more than just the teacher viewing my work, my standards jump way up. I want to produce something that I can truly be proud of. Same with our students. So, in summary, while there are certainly ways for teachers and students to produce poor multimedia-based projects, and there are still technology barriers or obstacles to overcome, the upside is enormous. Giving students the opportunity to receive information in a medium, the internet, that they are totally accustomed to, giving it to them in a way that uses more than one learning channel, auditory, visual, and even kinesthetic, can be utilized, and giving them the option to watch and rewatch the material at a time that works for them truly puts the learning into their hands and empowers them to dig in and get a chance to more deeply understand what they're learning. Bottom line, if done properly, using commonly understood best practices, students and teachers can both gain a significant amount by adding multimedia products to learning. Thanks for watching.